The Panther in My Kitchen by Brian Blessed. Read by Brian Blessed and Hildegard Neal. This book is dedicated to Virginia McKenna and Juan. If having a soul means being able to feel love and loyalty and gratitude, then animals are better off than a lot of humans. James Herriot, All Creatures, Great and Small. Prologue. One evening in the spring of 1988, I was visited at our home in Mindlesham by two local police officers. As I saw their car pull into the drive, two possibilities entered my mind. Either they'd seen my performance on the Basil Brush show and wanted some answers, or they were bored and wanted a laugh. Either way, I thought it best to go outside and bid them welcome. "Good evening, fellow coppers," I quipped, subtly reminding them that I was P.C. Fancy Smith in Z-Cars. "I suppose you come for an autograph. Go on, then." "Who's it to? Or do you want me to say, 'Gordon's alive'?" I thought it best to break the ice, just in case I was about to be transported to a faraway penal colony. "If your wife's in, I'd love an autograph, Mr. Blessed," parried P.C. Pendergast, who was driving. Before I could remonstrate with the varmint, he continued, Actually, we need your help with something. Do you mind if we come in?" "No, not at all. I'll put the kettle on." My wife Hildegard, who, as well as being an actress, is also the world's most patient woman, was away on tour at the time, and so there was just me, our daughter Rosalind, and our merry little menagerie in residence. This happy band was comprised of about 10 dogs, 9 cats, 4 ponies, and 3 ducks, and seemed to grow almost by the day. Many of these animals had been rescued, and bar the ponies and the ducks, they all had a free run of the house. Saying that, I did catch one of the ponies in the kitchen polishing off some dog food one day. The entire place was absolutely animal crackers, and what's more, we loved it. But I digress. I'm rather good at that. I led the way into the kitchen, and so didn't immediately realize that the policemen, who we knew quite well, were entering the house carrying a very large dog cage. When I caught sight of it, I drew a sharp breath. "I'm under strict instructions not to take in any more waifs or strays," I said to them quickly. "Hildegard will murder me." The menagerie, to which I just referred, was more of an animal sanctuary, really, and the local police and RSPCA used to bring animals to us all the time in the hope that we might be able to offer them either a temporary or a permanent home. Obviously, undeterred by the prospect of me being bludgeoned by my spouse, P.C. Barr opened the cage and very carefully began removing its contents. "We found him abandoned on the M3, he began. "Worst case of animal abuse I've ever seen. I mean, look at him. He's barely alive. The RSPCA are closed, and if we took him anywhere else, they'd probably have him put down. You're his last hope, Mr. Blessed." No pressure, then. The reason the officer had taken such care in removing the animal, which we later deduced was probably a crossbreed with some bull terrier in him, was because, as well as having hardly any fur, there were open wounds all over his body, and he had a skin so thin it was almost transparent. "Not pretty, is he?" said P.C. Pendergast. "Well, he was once," I replied. "What on earth do you think happened to him?" Both officers had undoubtedly dealt with dozens, if not hundreds, of abused animals over the years, and there was a weariness on their faces as they surveyed the poor creature with sympathetic eyes. "If I didn't know better, I'd say somebody's been pouring boiling water over him," said Pendergast grimly. "Or maybe even acid." "Oh, most definitely," confirmed P.C. Barr. "My God," I cried. "But why?" The officer shrugged. "We ask ourselves that all the time, Mr. Blessed," said P.C. Barr. After imagining what I would do to the perpetrators were we ever to meet, which, while we were here, involved some electrodes, some testicles, and a jackhammer, I informed the policeman that they would be leaving the house alone with an empty cage. "Don't you worry, we'll take care of him," I said.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?